Okay, my YouTube people, this is going to be the rebuild of this carburetor for my 1983 Honda XL 100. I'll be coating all the O-rings in Dow Corning O-ring lubricant number 55. First thing I'm going to do is put the jets back in it. So you have to put this needle guide into the main jet orifice first. Then I'll just use a screwdriver to tap it down. And there you can see it's sticking up right there. It's all the way down. The next thing I'll do, I'll put the emulsions tube back in, and it has a number 78 main jet that's already in, and both of these have been cleaned. Next thing I'll do is put in the pilot jet, and it's a number 33. Now I'll tighten the pilot jet down. While I'm here, I'll check to make sure the main jet's tight. Now I'm going to put the needle in and with the float and the float pivot pin. I can see it's touching right there, which is fine. I do like to double check these if I can. Make sure they're shutting off properly, and I just put my mouth on this. And that's where it's shutting off, a little bit low level, but that's a good seal. Before I put the float gasket in, I'm just giving it a little coat of this O-ring grease. This keeps it soft and helps it swell just a little bit to help keep it sealed. Now I have that in, I'll start one of the screws. Now the other one. I give it a quick check around to make sure that all sides are evenly down. That would kind of indicate that the O-ring wasn't right if it wasn't flush. Now I'll tighten it down the rest of the way. Next I'm going to put in the idle screw. I lightly seated this screw all the way down and backed it out 2 turns for now. Once it's running and warmed up, then I'll adjust the idle speed. And then the idle mixture screw. I lightly seat it down. I'm going to take this 1.5 turns out. And most everything I've ever worked on with a carburetor has you start them at 1.5 turns out. Before I put the studs in, I'm going to put a little blue Loctite on them. Little O-ring grease on the O-ring that seals the carburetor onto the manifold. Okay, now the O-ring's in. I made a gasket for this because I didn't have one. And then the manifold. That all looks like that. On this side, washer and a nut. Before I put this on, I'm going to put a little bit of Loctite on it. Not much. The other side, I'm going to do the same. Just a little touch of Loctite. That's it. Not much. Now I'm going to tighten them with a 10mm. Before I put the O-ring on, it goes from the manifold to the head. Put a little of the O-ring grease on it and put it in. And that's it. I'm not going to put this back on the engine until after I put the engine into the frame. I hope this video helped you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.